Hello, my name is Michelle Shanahan and I'm the manager of Tullamore Further Education and Training Centre. Tullamore FET is one of 13 FET centres across Laois and Offaly ETB. Today I'm going to talk to you about the integrated approach we use here in Tullamore FET in allowing access, pathways and progression for all. We are committed to delivering a high quality learning environment which meets the needs of all learners from varying different backgrounds, ages and abilities. We offer a range of services including adult guidance, adult literacy, learning support, full-time and part-time courses and a vast array of certified evening classes and hobby classes. We provide courses from QQI Level 1 right up to Level 6, including PLC, BTI, adult literacy, community education, VTOS, skills to advance and traineeship, all under one roof. A key element of our integrated centre is we have something for everyone, regardless of their previous educational level. We offer each learner a progression pathway to take them as far as they wish to go. For some, the learner journey can be fast-paced or it can be scenic, with winding roads along the way. The learner journey may require pit stops and we are there to support them with mentoring, learning support, literacy provision and guidance. This supports personal growth, academic achievement, as well as building skills capacity for future progression. Integrating these services enables learners who are attending different programs to become aware of the progression routes available to them. Students can progress easily between programs. For example, a cookery course in community education to a Level 2 food and choice course under literacy, to Level 3 culinary operations under BTI, to Level 4 catering under VTOS, to Level 5 hospitality in PLC. The familiarity of the centre makes this a less daunting prospect for students who might otherwise not consider these options. Having integrated services in one location also makes it much easier for staff to refer students to the relevant services, so that students can quickly get the support that they need. In recent years, we have moved away from using descriptors such as VTOS courses or BTI courses when advertising to the general public. We noticed that students weren't aware if it was a VTOS or a BTI funded programme. They never categorised themselves as completing a VTOS course or a BTI course. For them, it was simply, I'm doing a full-time childcare course or I'm doing an engineering course. We therefore decided to simplify the application process for students by advertising all our courses as either full-time or part-time, as you can see here on our website. When students have successfully been offered a place, we meet with them through the guidance service and there we can decide if they're eligible for VTOS, Back to Education Allowance or SUSI. The learner therefore becomes a Tullamore FET student and not a VTOS or a BTI student. Our vision of integration is that it is seamless, it is FET for everyone. From the initial application, the learner is now connected to Tullamore FET as a learner. They are nurtured and empowered. We acknowledge their contribution with our Student Council, which gives advice to part-time and full-time students. We see this as pivotal in supporting green education in the future, as well as a forum to open dialogue for learners to ensure our provision is FET for everyone. The integration of services supports the journey, addresses the barriers to promote inclusion and keeps the learner journey as the focal point, whether that is employment, higher education, upskilling or simply stepping onto the educational ladder for the first time. Learning support is a recent addition in our centre. While there were supports for PLC through the HEA Disability Fund grant, a gap existed for those part-time. We now have a Learning Support Officer who offers additional support to learners with their academic studies. Learners can avail of this on a one-to-one basis or in small groups throughout the academic year. Maths support is also provided along with a mentoring service. Tullamore teaching staff adopt a universal design approach in their teaching, which underpins learning, development and delivery. Our programs use BKSB as an initial assessment tool to support placing the right learner on the right course. Our FET for Everyone approach involves integrating services as part of the learner journey. Successful collaboration across services and the sharing of best practice among staff teams, as well as a highly skilled teaching staff, many of whom have joined us from industry, ensures that progression pathways are clear and relevant for learners. Crucial to our integrated approach is collaboration with other FET centres and services within LOETB. For us in Tullamore FET, it is extremely important for us to work with our colleagues in other FET centres, particularly those in the broader Tullamore FET campus, including CTC, NLN and Midland Skills Centre. We have an integrated view of FET in our programmes. For example, our engineering programmes use the facilities of Tullamore CTC in delivering the practical elements of the programme. Similarly, we work closely with our FET Outreach coordinators in enabling Outreach learners to sample modules at Level 5. This helps to break down any fear barriers associated with progressing to another FET centre, as Outreach learners continue to have supports from their own FET centre while sampling a Level 5 module here in Tullamore FET. This has made the transition much easier, allowing the learners to progress to a full-time Level 5 programme here and onto employment, apprenticeships or third level afterwards. Progression rates are high in Tullamore FET. Last year alone, over 80% of our learners progressed onto other FET courses, higher education or employment. Crucial to this success is the integrated approach we use in Tullamore FET, where learners can see clear pathways for progression. An essential component of this is the guidance service, which meets all learners in identifying a learning pathway in Tullamore FET. We also work closely with our training service colleagues, particularly in apprenticeship and services to employment, who assist in identifying possible employment opportunities for our learners. The addition of training services to the structure of ETBs has allowed us to engage with local employers and to respond to local employment needs in the design and delivery of our programmes. For example, this academic year we will run a QQI Level 5 construction technology course in response to the skills shortage in the construction sector. In delivering this course, we will work closely with our FET colleagues in the National Construction Training Centre in Mount Lucas. We've also built excellent relationships with third level colleges, particularly AIT. In a number of our full-time Level 5 courses, our teachers work closely with AIT departments in delivering certain components of modules in AIT campus. Here we have the example of our Level 5 Hotel and Restaurant Skills students in AIT. This as a result gives the learner huge exposure to third level college, thus removing any fears of progressing to third level education. We've had great success stories in the centre of students progressing through the levels and going on to third level education, employment or apprenticeships in the financial services. One of those success stories is Barry Williams, who will now talk to you about his own learning journey.
So my name is Barry Williams and I want to tell you a little bit about my journey through further education with Laois Offaly ETB, which began in 2014. After finding myself unemployed at 49 with little education or qualifications, I decided to look into a further education course with ETB in Tullamore. I enrolled to do a Career Skills Level 4 course to try to enhance my employability. I enjoyed it so much that I made a decision with the advice from my tutor at the time and the guidance counsellors to go forward to a Level 5 PLC course in Computer Systems and Networks, as computers were a particular interest to me. Having completed this course in 2016 with results that surprised me, I once again took the advice of tutors and guidance counsellors and applied for a Level 6 2-year higher certificate course in Electronics and Computer Engineering at Laois Institute of Technology. I found the whole college experience was amazing, and at the end of 2 years I decided that I would add a year and complete a Level 7 ordinary degree in computer engineering. By that time I was seriously considering what I would do when I finished college. I was very passionate about imparting my knowledge to others and felt teaching further education was the road I should take. With that in mind, I again added a year and completed a Level 8 honours degree in software engineering. Due to the restrictions last year, I put my journey on hold and spent my time doing a part-time train-the-trainer course with the Galway Institute of Technology, and also mentored some students for ETB here in Tullamore. I have kept in close contact with ETB in Tullamore and have found them always ready to advise or help in any way that they can. This year I have been accepted to Maynooth University for a Level 8 higher diploma in further education, which will commence in September. And the ETB have very kindly accepted me for work placement during my course. None of this would have been possible without the dedicated tutors and staff, too numerous to mention, at Laois Offaly ETB, who had faith in me and encouraged me to be the best that I could be. I think I have justified that faith, and while I have this opportunity, I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart for all their support over the past few years.
Thank you very for that, and we wish you the very best of luck in your future studies. To conclude, for Tullamore FET, clear communication, good relationships across FET services, local employment knowledge and a learner focus allows our integrated FET centre to provide access, transfer and progression pathways for all. The new National FET strategy talks about the FET College of the Future. At LOETB, we are providing the FET Centre of the Future now. Thank you very much.